I still hear my brother crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle singing, I can't sleep. Calling out the violence of these racist police. And we ain't gonna stop till our people are free. And we ain't gonna stop till our people are free. I still hear my brother crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle singing, I can't sleep. Calling out the violence of these racist police. And we ain't gonna stop till our people are free. And we ain't gonna stop till our people are free. I still hear my brother crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle singing, I can't sleep. Calling out the violence of these racist police. And we ain't gonna stop till our people are free. And we ain't gonna stop till our people are free. I still hear my brother crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle singing, I can't sleep. Calling out the violence of these racist police. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free.
I'm Nicole Fitzhugh, Children and Family Ministries Coordinator and member of the congregation since 2009. I am here with Pastor Teresa, lead minister. We welcome you to this video worship experience for the First Unitarian Church of Oakland, a faithful response to the coronavirus pandemic, physically apart, but connected in mission and values. For over 100 years, our congregation has committed itself to a vision of creating a beloved community where all people have a place at the welcome table. We're glad each and every one of you is here. If this is your first time worshiping with us, please visit our online guest connection card at tinyurl.com/to-welcome. You can also find it on our website at uuoakland.org. Please fill out those brief questions so that we can keep in touch in ways that serve you. We're glad you're here today.
We have come to this place today.
Believers in something and
Believers in nothing alike.
believing that here we will find welcome,
Today we celebrate high school youth.
transitioning to young adulthood.
Let us find a peace to sustain us.
Let us let it all out.
Let us lay it all down.
Let us offer it all up
Let us pour our joy out
and take in the joy,
that is offered to us.
knowing that we carry grief alongside it.
And we are not alone. Welcome.
We light this chalice,
the symbol of Unitarian Universalism.
May it remind us of the divine spark in all of creation,
the power of love to heal what is broken,
and to be grateful for life's blessings each day.
We light this candle in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and work for the day in which Black lives are treated equitably with dignity and justice.
Each year in the spring, we join with Unitarian Universalist congregations all across our country to honor our graduating high school seniors in a bridging ceremony. We take time to celebrate these young people to hear from them about their growing up years at First Unitarian, and to symbolically create a bridge which they will cross.
The bridge connects the community that nurtured them in childhood to all that awaits them as they cross over into their young adult years. It is a bridge that never goes away and will always be here whenever they want to come back to visit, or, we hope, to become adult members of First Unitarian.
One of the most precious opportunities of a church community is to watch a young person grow from child to youth to adult. Today we honor Goss-Post, Julianne Kelleher, and Sebastian Salazar. The stage of life that you're entering is one of remarkable change and transformation. You step into a time of new learning, experimenting, and listening for your own true calling. More than ever, this is a time of discovering what really matters to you. These are the years when you take responsibility for shaping your own life.
We challenge you to put our Unitarian Universalist values into action as you step more fully into your life's path. Whatever you choose, we wish for you a life that includes spiritual practice, mutually supportive community, and service to our world.
It is a blessing for all of us to share this day with you. Each of you has touched our lives. Some of you we have known since the precious days of your birth, and all of you had your childhood years here among us. We've shared many worship services, Christmas pageants, summers of chalice camps, and many church retreats.
Wherever life takes you, you will always be warmly welcomed through these doors.
Strange world, like a candle you were meant to share the fire. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we go, but my arms are made to hold you, so I will never let you go. Cause you were born to change this life. You were born to chase the light. Cause you were born your mother, yeah, she's a good one. She'll build you armor, keep you warm as a hen. The stars may fall, the rains may pour, but I will love you evermore. Cause you were born to make this right. Cause you were born to chase the light. Cause you were born precious, oh my love. When they come to take me, I will hold you from above. I don't know why we're here, and I don't know how, but I'm here with you now. I am here with you now. Cause you were born to make this right. Cause you were born to change this life. Cause you were born to chase the light. Cause you were born
We have loved you for so many years and watched you grow with joy and awe.
We are forever changed because you are a part of our lives.
Because you are growing, our relationship is changing.
We families pledge to love and support you through the challenges that come in young adulthood.
We will also celebrate the joys with you.
We wanted you to come to this church so you would know that you are part of something bigger than yourself and bigger than our family.
We
We
hope
hope
you
you
will
will
carry
carry
that
that
knowledge
knowledge forward with
you
you, along
with
our love and confidences. When we first came to the Unitarian Church of Oakland, Julianne was in the 2nd grade, and we were very new to Oakland as a family. This congregation had a very special impact on us. We felt so welcome. We met so many amazing and inspiring people. The principles of Unitarian Universalism guided us through our daily lives. The open-minded approach to knowing God or Spirit, the importance of living your life in a purposeful way, the practices of having compassion for others, and the emphasis on social justice. Julianne enthusiastically dove into the children's programs. She attended Chalice Camp every summer and became a counselor there. She went through the phases of the OWL program. She also participated in the courageous outreach programs like meeting with homeless people in San Francisco and traveling down to the border of Mexico to learn firsthand about the traumatic separation of families caused by the unjust immigration laws. Today, Julianne is an amazing young adult with a really big heart and a rich moral compass. I could not be more proud of her or more grateful for this beloved community that held her through her childhood and teen years and is now celebrating her passage into adulthood. I know I am biased because I'm her dad, but I will say this. I think she is someone to watch because her fiery activism and her willingness to face challenges head-on is going to give her opportunities to really make a positive impact in the world and to truly carry forward the powerful kindness that is at the heart of Unitarian Universalism.
About 19 years ago, Sherry Perdome told me about a new parents group that was forming in the Oakland church, and we were members, but I hadn't heard of the group. And coming a part of that group was one of the most important things we did as new parents, connected us with many wonderful new parents, as Dan and Kathy being one of them, and their child Dash. And Sebastian, whose name was Jonah at that time, Sebastian and Dash were both dedicated in the church on the same Sunday when they were infants. Eventually, Dan and Kathy became Sebastian's godparents in a ceremony at the church. Sebastian has benefited from the Our Whole Lives program and for being a part of Chalice Camp for many years, including being a CIT and eventually a counselor. So there's this way in which the church has been a thread throughout his life and has been a holding network of community and support from the time he was born for our family and for him. So we just want to express our gratitude for that and blessing that he continue to have this kind of network of support for community for the rest of his life and for all of these young people to have that same support because it's so important.
Thanks to everyone for your support, big and small, and Sebastian, we are incredibly proud of you.
Julianne Kelleher, Goss-Post, and Sebastian Salazar. Welcome to this day that will never come again. Congratulations on your graduation from high school and for embracing what is next for you on your life's journey. Thank you to your parents and all those who have supported you in arriving at this juncture. It is an honor to say I served as your minister during your very young, formative years here at First Unitarian Church of Oakland. That makes me so happy to say. Pastor Soto, thank you for this invitation to be part of this bridging ritual that marks this very important transition in the lives of these 3 Gen Zers. The Fire Next Time is a provocative book written in 1963 by James Baldwin, Black gay man, public intellectual, and activist. If you have not read this book, I highly encourage you to do so. It is relevant for our times. My words to our bridgers are inspired by the title, The Fire Next Time. The title comes from the Negro spiritual, Mary, Don't You Weep. There's a line in the spiritual that reads, God gave Noah the rainbow sign. No more water, the fire next time. In Jewish Christian creation stories, it is said that humanity messed up the first time around and God sent a flood to destroy our mess. This Negro spiritual suggests that if we humans mess up again, God will send the fire and destroy everything with no hope of a next time, no hope of recovery. In this story, God calls on a man by the name of Noah to have faith. God invites Noah to be our bridge to the future, to another beginning, to a new start for all of creation. Sebastian, Dash, and Julianne, you are our bridge for what is next. You may feel that we are sending you forth into a world that is on fire. To be honest, some days it feels and looks like our world is on fire to me. It is in these days when I must call up the fire, the principles, and the blessings of my faith as a Unitarian Universalist. As you embrace what is next for you, we, the members, friends, and allies of First Unitarian Church of Oakland, send you forth with these blessings from our faith. Number 1, go forth with a faith that affirms and promotes the worth and dignity of all of creation, not just those who think they are chosen, all of creation. In the face of a world telling you that there is a hierarchy of those who deserve to live and have a lot, and those who deserve to have very little and die alone, you must pause and allow your faith to speak a truth that all are worthy. This will not be easy. You're living in a world where for some, jobs have suddenly disappeared. For some, there is no money for rent. For some, there are lines longer and longer for food, where in spite of a shelter-in-place order, some must keep going to jobs that do not pay a living wage. For those who relied on emergency rooms for non-urgent care, now even that has vanished. You are blessed with a faith that holds you in love. Go forth and be a bridge for love and dignity for all of creation. Number 2, go forth with a faith that gives you permission to doubt and to vigorously search for truths with an S, and meaning. Please do not think that you have to have it all figured out. Your faith welcomes your doubts, your not knowing, your asking others to share their thoughts and opinions. Please explore your doubts, learn from them, and when you stretch and try on something new and it does not work out as you had hoped, let it go and move on. Have faith. Go forth and be a bridge to holy curiosity. Number 3, go forth with a faith that has reverent respect for the interdependent web of all existence, for which we are just one tiny part. COVID-19, like all other viruses, life-threatening viruses that came before it, has shown us humans that we do not have dominion, control over all life. We humans are critical to the sacred web of life. Life, a dynamic, ever-flowing, unfolding process that repeatedly invites us for genuine respect to see again and again and again, to see the errors of our ways and to earnestly strive to bring about a world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. Go forth, you Gen Zers, and be a bridge of respect for the interconnected web of all existence. Goss-Post, Sebastian Salazar, and Julianne Kelleher, congratulations on your bridging to what is next for you and your one precious life. You three Gen Zers are vibrant elements to what is next for all of us. Your faith has prepared you to be a bridge to love and dignity, a bridge for holy curiosity, and a bridge for the interconnected web of all existence. I have faith in your capacity to be just this. Go forth with our blessing, knowing that you can never be outside of our love. You are our fire.
This is the time in our service for the invitation to generosity. Laurel Amabile reminds us that when we give, we say yes to something we value. With these gifts, which we have freely given and gratefully received, we say yes to the values of our faith. May these gifts help us practice Unitarian Universalism in a time when the world is longing for the healing, the justice, and the great potential peace that our mission and destiny can provide. If this is your first time worshiping with us, we gratefully accept the gift of your presence and your participation. Please do fill out the guest connection card at tinyurl.com/2 and the word welcome. tinyurl.com/2welcome. For those of you who are ready to give, you have options. Many of you already mail in a check. You can also use the Give Plus app, use the giving link on our website, uuoakland.org, or text your gift to the 888 toll-free number of Give Plus. For these and all other gifts, we give gratitude and we look to fulfilling our mission in the world. We say thank you for your practice of generosity.
We have shared with you our understanding of leading a religious life,
informed by our living faith tradition and by our love of community that strives to embody our Unitarian Universalist values.
We have encouraged you to ask questions,
to reflect on your life,
to give to others, and to respect others and yourself.
In turn, you have inspired us with your energy, enthusiasm, and insight about the world.
Hi, this is Dash's dad, Dan. Kathy and I are deeply grateful to all the mentors, teachers, and adults in the church who have guided Dash with such love and devotion. From Dorothy Paul in the nursery to Stefan in Joyful Noise, including all the teachers, the RE and OWL teachers on Sunday mornings at church, including Lila and Sherry at Chalice Camp in the summer, and all the adults who have made intergenerational community a reality here at First Unitarian Oakland. And finally, for the older kids who shined a light for our Dash, and then the younger kids who gave Dash a chance to pass that light on, we say thank you. We couldn't have gotten here without you.
Hey Bridging Seniors, this is Mira calling from Portland, Oregon. I just wanted to take a sec and let you know that I've been thinking of you and that I'm so proud of the people that you've grown into. I know this was not at all the end of your senior year that you were expecting or what your bridging was going to be, but I want to let you know that I'm so proud of you and of who you've grown into. It's been really wonderful to get to know you first in coming of age and then see you grow over the last several years as well. And I wish you all the best for your next steps in life. And I hope you know that this congregation is here for you to come home to, no matter where you go and what adventures you might have. So best of luck, and I send to you my love and my prayers for all of the wonderful things that are coming your way. Take care.
We welcome you into the adult community.
This is a scary and exciting time of life. We welcome you just the way you are.
We welcome your questions, the hopes you bring, and the worries you share.
We honor you at this transformative time of life.
We honor what you bring to Unitarian Universalism.
We bless you and pledge our support as you continue to grow into the fullness of your life.
Wherever you may go, remember, you have a home here. You are loved.
Yay!
Yay!
Woohoo!
Church has been a consistently open and welcoming community my entire life. I've been going there since I was a little baby, and I've always been welcomed with open arms and loving and compassionate people who care about me a lot. No matter like how often I've been going, whenever I come back, there's always people who hug me. There's always people who are just love me. It's very nice. It's a very loving community. But church isn't only somewhere that I can go every week to learn about, spirituality. It's also where I fell in love with playing music for the first time when I was a kid, playing drums with Joyful Noise. It's where I learned how to play drums or like any instrument with other people. It was such a great opportunity for me to be able to learn how to play with others at such a young age. I think it really instilled in me the deep joy that sharing music with others can bring to anyone. I also learned how to work with kids better through Chalice Camp and through working in the Spirit Games room. I learned how much I loved doing that, how to be, a better leader and a better friend to young people. I hope to take with me the aggressive open-mindedness of our congregation to college or the rest of my life. I think it's really important to stay open-minded to everyone's, all people, all beliefs. It's really instilled in me those values, being kind to everyone. I think something I would challenge the church on is getting even more youth in the building, in recently with youth group and stuff. It's been nice, but I think even more student-led or youth-led groups are really important. And if you give young people responsibilities, they're more likely to try and live up to them. So giving people asking people to lead youth groups and I don't know, just really making an effort to include more young people, because I know for a fact that I would be a completely different person if I hadn't gone to church all these years and been influenced by all these values of church and just learned about spirituality. To be honest, it's so important to think about these things, especially in high school. That's when you're sort of start to think about, I don't know, spirituality and life, what the meaning of everything. It's really important to have like a safe space to talk about that with people your own age and like safely without like feeling judged or anything. So I would encourage the church to try to get even more youth and like kids to like bring their friends so that, you know, when they're older, they can like lead youth groups and like go to cons and stuff. Cause I think that would have been cool if we could have had more of that when I was going there. So yes, the end.
Okay. The first question is, what did you get from church? I feel like I got a lot from the church. The first and perhaps main thing would be just all of like the childhood memories, you know, between spending time with youth group and teen group, and especially Chalice Camp. I would say Chalice Camp, which is like the church's summer camp, if you don't know, has consistently been one of just the best parts of my summer and my year. You know, just being part of the church for me has meant being a part of a really, you know, special youth community that's, you know, amazingly just open with each other and kind, and very multi-generational in the sense that like I've always felt comfortable hanging out with kids like a lot younger or a lot older than me, and just, you know, really enjoyed my time with the people in this church. I feel like I got a lot of, you know, lessons also from the church, in terms of, you know, how to be a more accepting person, and especially how to be more open-minded. I've just learned a lot about sort of different like types of religious philosophies and ideas, and you know, definitely like how to be an active part of social change. What will you take with you as you go forward in life? I feel like one just really important thing that I've got from church that I'm gonna, you know, carry with me forever, sort of is around the experience of coming of age. And, you know, for those of you who don't know, coming of age is a sort of process where like young teens sort of go through these different retreats and lots of different meetings where we like learn about different types of spiritual ideas, and we do a lot of things like meditation and community outreach. Like we talk to homeless people like for a whole day, and we just did like a lot of different types of activities, and like which all, you know, resulted in journaling, and just sort of thinking more deeply about ourselves and our connection to the world. And so I feel like what I'm really gonna take with me is sort of these ideas about my own spirituality that the church has really helped me in cultivating, and that sort of this program especially has just shown me that, like, you know, I'm allowed to believe what I believe, you know, and if that's, you know, not the traditional Christian God, or if that's, you know, maybe not any particular God, you know, that's okay. But if I still, you know, do want to hold this strong belief in sort of a higher power of the universe, you know, that's also okay. And if other people don't have that, that's 100% valid. And so I guess what I'm saying is I'm just going to sort of take the spiritual open-mindedness, you know, that I've been able to have, and also the my own sort of grounded spiritual ideas. Yeah. also for coming of age, we got the opportunity to spend a long time, thinking about our own sort of concrete beliefs or, non-beliefs, whatever that meant to different people. And we had the opportunity to just be able to, write up a little speech about our own beliefs and read it to the church. And for me, that was just a really impactful experience because, I don't know, I felt like I was really just accepted in my ideas, and that it was appreciated that I got to speak my mind and hold my own truth, and so I just really value this space that the church holds for that, and I value the way that that experience has allowed me to feel more comfortable in my own beliefs. So the last question is there anything you want to challenge the church about? This is a little bit of a hard question because I don't know. I guess I don't know a whole ton about the way the church functions as an institution, but I don't know. I know a good number of people involved with the church. I guess just one challenge now, just, sort of particularly thinking about recent events. I think it would be good to challenge people in the church to take action, especially around the Black Lives Matter movement, and especially the white members of the church. I don't know, as white people, we hold a lot of, power in this racist society. And so I feel like I want to challenge everybody in the church, especially the white people, to, use their voice, use what power they have to, protest, to make calls, to do whatever they can do to take action against, the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever movements may be of importance, because that's something I've been trying to do. I've been trying to be more of an active agent of change rather than, just watching the news and being sad about it. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Salazar, and I am participating in bridging. The first question we were posed as part of the bridging process is what did you get from the church? And I thought for a while on this, and what I ultimately ended up landing on was that the church gave me a sense of strong community in my early life that laid the foundations for the community I have today. Whether it was just the fact that my godparents are part of the church, or that my best childhood friend is there, or Chalice Camp, there was always someone there who loved and cared for me every step of the way. So I'm going to expand on each of those things I just said. As for a childhood best friend, if you had asked me 9 years ago who my best friend was, no question, Dash, all the way. No question in my mind. He was my best friend for years and years and years, and is still a friend. More distant friend than I'd like, but a friend. And I just know that no matter where he is, no matter where I am, we still care for each other, and it's just such a nice feeling to know that somewhere, someone out there is loving me. Now what I really want to talk about is Chalice Camp. Chalice Camp is possibly the best summer camp I've ever seen. It is run by Lila Ibrahim and Sherry Prudhomme, and as an offshoot of the church, I'm led to believe. I'm getting that wrong. Don't quote me on that. But the values championed by that camp formed who I am today. and that's not an exaggeration. The independence that they teach to children, and the free reign, the age-appropriate free reign that they give children there, I have not seen anywhere else, and it is a beautiful thing. And as I've grown up and I've got to be a CIT and now a counselor, I understand just how special that is and how little children get that these days, and how important it is that they do. Another thing that it taught me was curiosity. There was always new stuff to know and learn at Chalice Camp, and it just kept the mind running, and that is a trait that I've kept with me my whole life. Another trait that I learned there was compassion. It's one of the core values there, and it's taught a lot, and sometimes borders on repetitive, but that repetitive nature allows it to really soak in, and the emphasis on compassion there is just a beautiful thing. This one is especially potent. Conflict resolution. I was how do I say this nicely, a rambunctious youth, and conflict resolution came into play a lot. And Chalice Camp was especially good at it, and taught me techniques that I still use today. Conflict resolution is such an important skill, and they just do it so well. And at such an age-appropriate level, which is, I know that sounds like I'm just a broken record, age-appropriate, but it's true. It's so true, and it's just a beautiful thing. Another thing, this one's a little more minor, but critical thinking is encouraged at Chalice Camp, and I like to believe I am a critical thinker, and it's one of my more defining traits, and I can't sleep easy at night saying that it is not in part due to my experiences at Chalice Camp. The next question we were asked to answer is, what will you take with you? And I think a lot of those tie into my Chalice Camp experiences. The independence that they taught kids there has stuck with me since then. As I said, the conflict resolution I have found very useful and important in my life so far. And then also there's just the people. The people I met at church and in Chalice Camp, now that I'm bridging into adulthood, are turning from a kind of tangled web of acquaintances to what I hope will solidify into a community of adult friends. And that is just a crazy thing to think about. And that ties into what I was going to say, which is the church and Chalice Camp combined have just given me such an extensive community network. There's so many people out there who care about me and I care about them, and it's just, I just don't know how else to describe it than wonderful, and I really can't do justice to how important it is in my life. The third question that we were asked to answer is if there was anything we wanted to challenge the church on. And immediately one thing popped to mind, and that's what I'm going to put out there, which is I think of myself as a pretty moderate person. I'm slow, I'm meticulous, I take time to pick apart issues and see both sides as much as possible, and try not to completely write off anyone's opinions. There are opinions I don't disagree with, but everyone who holds an opinion holds it for a reason. It's really those reasons that matter more than the opinions themselves, because in order to find true connection, I've found it's about appealing to the person, not their rationality. Because rationalities change, but people change less. So I guess the one thing I'd want to challenge the church on is lack of moderation. I find that things are often championed fast and without a lot of consideration for viewpoints that aren't the church's own, or even I've found in some cases a dismissal of views that aren't its own, which I think is common across leftist politics at the moment, but I've found especially prevalent in the Unitarian Universalist community. So that's the one thing that I push back on a little bit. But overall, the church and Chalice Camp have just been overwhelmingly positive forces in my life. I can't think of a single negative that it has impacted me with. Everything I've taken away is good, and you can't ask for more than that.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
Well, I don't know. I was planning on going to LA next year to go to college there and study global jazz studies and play drums. So I don't know if that will happen, but that was the plan.
What school has global jazz studies?
UCLA.
Cool. Thanks. Someone else?
My plan is to go to UC Santa Barbara whenever campus opens, to study psychological and brain sciences. Yeah, and other than that, I don't have that much of a plan, but I hope to spend my summer reconnecting with my high school friends that I lost a lot of time with because of Corona and not being able to be in school. So hopefully we'll get to go camping or something at some point.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. Sebastian?
Well, I am headed off to UC Santa Cruz whenever that campus opens up, and
That's
I guess
banana
mostly,
slugs, right?
yeah, banana slugs. But I guess mostly what I'm looking forward to is just meeting some new people. Like I've had pretty limited social spheres so far in life, and I'm excited to have access to so many new people for the first time in my life. And I'm going to study film there, which is something that really excites me. So I am looking forward to studying film with some new people.
Great. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for sharing with us what you're thinking and what you're moving towards, even if we don't know exactly when it will happen. We will be rooting for you all the way.
Thank you.
Thanks.
May you have a safe passage, safe passage. May you have a safe passage on your way, safe passage on your way, dash, safe passage on your way, dash, safe passage on your way, good friend, safe passage on your way. May you have a safe passage, safe passage. May you have a safe passage on your way, safe passage on your way, Julianne, safe passage on your way, Julianne, safe passage on your way, good friend, safe passage on your way. May you have a safe passage, safe passage. May you have a safe passage on your way, safe passage on your way, Sebastian, safe passage on your way, Sebastian, safe passage on your way, good friend, safe passage on your
We light this chalice,
symbol of Unitarian Universalism. Julie.